What's going on? This is Big Chief from G Riders, and welcome to another episode of Testing Rides. Today, I'm going to be testing out the 2017 Camaro SS. Welcome to the 2017 Chevy Camaro SS. Ditching GM's Zeta platform, which was GM's rear-wheel drive, front-engine, full-size sedan platform, this Camaro is now on GM's Alpha platform. The Alpha platform is GM's mid-size to compact rear-wheel drive platform that underpins the Cadillac ATS and CTS. So you can imagine how much lighter this one is over the 5th gen Camaro. The 5th gen Camaro SS can weigh up to 4,400 pounds. That's a lot compared to this equivalent, it's about 4,000 pounds. Also looking around this car, you can see that this car is physically smaller due to the smaller platform. I've driven the 5th gen off camera many times, and the 6th gen is better in every single way. This Camaro I have is a 2017 SS, so this has the 6.2 liter V8, which is the LT1 motor. It's found in the Corvette, making 455 horsepower and 455 foot-pounds of torque, and this car is about 3,700 pounds. Since this car has a V8, it gets a decent 17 in the city, 27 out on the highway, and goes 0 to 60 in about 3.9 seconds, and does the quarter in about 13.3 seconds. That's pretty dang fast considering the Corvette does 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds and run the quarter in 11.9 seconds. So, this car is relatively cheap considering the performance. So this one SS with the manual transmission starts at $37,000, and if you want the 8-speed automatic, it's about $39,000. And you get lots of options on that. So this one comes with your basics like push button starter, smart key system, backup camera, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all that type of stuff. But it also comes with some cool performance things like a limited slip diff, 4-piston front and rear Brembo brakes, and a heavy-duty coolant system, and 4 driving modes. And the only option this one has is the bright yellow paint and the sunroof, which brings this car a little over $40,000. All right, let's take a look inside the Camaro. Let's hop on in. So one thing I noticed in the Camaro, everything is a lot wider and a lot bigger. So, but I have a lot less headroom in here. So up here where I rest my arm, it's kind of high, but the plastic's a little hard up here. But back here, they're just as hard, but they're not as hard as they are up here. I love the layered dashboard thing going on here. I love the way the instrument cluster is laid out here. You have a half digital instrument cluster, and then you can change like the layout of the gauges and everything like that. And here you have an 8.inch screen, which is like the more upgraded screen system for these. So the paddle shifters are pretty cheap feeling, are plastic, and they react pretty decent. But they just feel really cheap. I wish they could have did a better job, especially for how much this car costs. But I mean, that's the thing about this car, is because it is a $40,000 car, not a $50,000 or $60,000 car, they got to sacrifice some materials to give you all the goodies of the engine and the brakes and everything like that, which is perfectly fine, and I'm okay with that. Really cool. The climate control is all controlled through here. It's pretty cool that this how you turn the temperature up and down, and this is how you adjust the fan speed. The buttons for the AC and the automatic climate control and all that stuff is kind of small, but it's not like out of the way, and there's a way you can control it through the screen system, the infotainment system here too. Down here you have the drive selector modes. You got your drive selector modes. You can change all the modes there. You got your electronic parking brakes, your traction control off. This car does not have parking sensors, but it's definitely an option. But you got your cigarette lighter plug here, which I wish this was a USB port, but it makes sense that this is here because this is for people who want to either charge their phones or plug in a radar detector. So it makes sense that it's right there. The seats are the cloth. The cloth is decent. It's pretty nice cloth. It feels like the more premium cloth, like the cloth from last week. I talked about, it doesn't feel like something that belongs on a couch or something like that. It's definitely comfortable seats, but it's not a sporty seat. Like doing turns, this car is capable of pretty decent G's in corners, and you slide around the car a little bit when you're turning. And I wish this car just had a little bit better seats. Yes, I know they have optional recalls, but they should have an optional comfort slash sport seat. But besides that, this interior is laid out pretty nicely. Materials aren't great, headroom's not great, but space is pretty decent. Bad thing about it is there's no space behind the back seat, so when it's slid back like this is basically what you got. Let's talk about how the Chevy Camaro drives. First of all, this thing is freaking fast. 455 horsepower, 455 foot-pounds of torque, and 3,700 pounds. Man, that's a recipe for a fast car. The performance figures say this car goes from 0 to 60 in about 3.9 seconds. I 100% believe that. This thing is so quick. And it sounds good too. So this one just has the stock exhaust on it, which is still pretty meaty and pretty substantial. And I think there's a little bit of a valve that's in there, because when you're just cruising around town in the low gears, it's not loud at all. But the second you get near the throttle,
I'm going.
it opens up. So this car has 4 driving modes. First driving mode will be Tour, which is basically the one you use for everyday uses. Second one will be Sport, so everything firms up just a little bit. The throttle response gets a little bit more touchier. The third one down is Track. That only comes on the 1LE and the SS models, and that makes the steering a lot stiffer. It makes the ride so much stiffer. It's crazy. And I think you also get a little bit more noise from the engine in Track mode. Oh man, the steering in these Camaros is it's unreal. It's so good. Like, it's a real performance car now. Like, not just a big fat muscle car, but it's a real performance sports car. I mean, you've all seen the video Motor Trend went head to head with the BMW M4. Like, I've never driven the M4, but if this is better than the M4, I'm curious to try an M4 now. But this is it's pretty comfortable and compliant, not too loud on the road. Like when you say, I'm just cruising here at 48 miles an hour, and it's cool, it's chilling. I'm not stressed out, I'm not uncomfortable. You know, I would get the heated and cooled seats because my back is a little bit hot in this car, but besides that, there's nothing really I think this car needs. Yes, the visibility isn't great. It's a Camaro, what do you expect? Visibility is not supposed to be great in Camaros. They trying to keep the slope back in and have the wide and low look. Yes, that's fine. It's low. You can't really see out of it that well. But what's more important for me was being over 300 pounds and over 6 feet. I was able to find a comfortable driving position. And I found that where my head is not hitting too much, as you can see right there. There's not much space there, but there's enough there to where I can drive this car comfortably.
The 2017 Chevy Camaro SS is a fantastic sports car. With that big 6.2 liter V8 and 455 horsepower, and with this car losing a lot of weight, the Camaro is now a real sports car and not a muscle car. There are a few things that are great, and there are a few things that are bad about this car. The few things that are bad about this car is it's a little bit hard to get in and out of, and the visibility is not great outside of the car. But the greats are this car handles great. It's ridiculously fast. It sounds great. Overall, it's just a wonderful American sports car. I'm really glad Chevy decided to go more of the sports car route versus the muscle car route on the Chevy Camaro. And because of that, I think this car is great. If you're looking for a two-door, fast, fun V8 400 plus horsepower. The sports car, look no further than the sixth generation 2017 Chevy Camaro SS. If you like this video, hit me with a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and keep riding with me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all on Friday.